Good day, dear listeners. Welcome to a continuation of our first lesson on sequence. If you recall, we talked about the meaning of sequence. We also talked about how we could generate the different formulas for each term of an arithmetic progression. Okay, so today's lesson we are going to proceed and here just pick two questions on sequence. The first one is the first term of an AP is minus 8 and the common ratio is this the first term of an AP is minus 8 and the ratio of the 7th to the ninth term is 5 is to 8. It now asks find the common difference. Then the second one says the fifth term of an AP is 28 and the 14th term is 84. Find the 24th term. All right, now let's dive straight into it. Let's look at the first part of the question. It says the first term of an AP is minus 8. So our A here is equal to minus 8. Now, if A is minus 8, it says the ratio of the 7th term to the ninth term. That means U7 over U9 is equal to 5 over 8. Okay. Now, U7 has a formula, if we recall, that A plus 6D is the formula for U7, all divided by A plus 8D, all is equal to 5 over 8. So from here, we can cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you have 5 brackets, because we are crossing this and this and this and this. So 5 brackets A plus 8D. All of them is equal to 8 brackets A plus 6D. But recall that A is minus 8, so we can just simply fix in the values of A there. So we have 5 brackets minus 8 plus 8D. All is equal to 8 brackets minus 8 plus 6D. Alright, so you open up your bracket. 5 times 8 gives you minus 40. Then 5 multiplied by this. 8 times 5 is 40. Then you have plus 40D. All is equal to, this will give you 8 times 8 will give you minus 64. That is 8 times minus 8. Give you minus 64. Then 8 multiplied by this 6 times 8 is give you 48. So plus 48D. Alright, so from here we do what? We collect like terms. So collecting like terms, I can move this one here and bring this one here. So we can have minus 40 plus 64 is equal to 48D minus 40D. Okay, then what are we doing? We have negative 40 plus 64 gives you 24 equal to 48D minus 40D gives you 8D. So dividing all through by the coefficient of D, which is 8. So if you divide all through, this will give you 3. So our common difference here is equal to 3. Okay, so this is the first part of the question, or the first question. Now the second question says the fifth term of an AP is, it says here, the fifth term, if you recall, the fifth term of an AP is 32 and the 14th term is 84. It now says we should find the 24th term. So finding the 24th term, that means we have U5. U5 is equal to, if you recall, A plus 4D. And then U14 is equal to A plus 13D. Okay? By opening up this, we are told that U5 is 28 and U14 is 84. So it means that A plus 13D is equal to 84 and A plus 4D is equal to 28. This is a simultaneous equation, so we can decide to make one of them equation 1 and the other equation 2. So clearly you can see that the coefficients of A are the same here, so we can simply subtract. So subtracting, we have A minus A we go. 13 minus 4 will give us 9D, all is equal to 84 minus 28. I think it will give us 56. We have 84 minus 28 will give us 56. So we have here 56. So if you divide all through by the coefficient of this, we have divide all through by 9, divide all through by 9. So if you divide by 9, what are you getting? 6.2. So here we give us 6.2. So you have that our common difference is equal to 6.2. Okay, now we have gotten our common difference. Let's look at getting our first term, because it is when you get your common difference and your first term, then you can get whatever other term you are asked to find. So let's use equation 2. I always prefer my students making use of the values that you think is smaller, so that it will reduce the size of your numbers. So here we're saying using equation 2. So if you use equation 2, you have that a plus 4d is equal to 28. So a plus 4 bracket 6.2 all is equal to 28. So if you press your calculator, 6.2 times 4, 6.2 times 4 will give us 24.8. So we have a plus 24.8 is equal to 28, which collection of like terms give us that a is equal to 28 minus 24.8, which will have that our a now is equal to, if you subtract 28 minus 24.8 will give us 3.2. So from here we have found the values of our first term and common difference. Now, having gotten that, we can now go for our 20, because the question says here, if you recall, the question says find the 24th term. So what is the formula for the 24th term? The 24th term, which is u24, is equal to a plus 23d. And you're told that u24 is what we're looking for. So we have that our u24 now, which is a. What is the value of our a? If you recall from what we solved, the value of our a, if you recall, the value of our a is 3.2 and the value of our d is 6.2. So we have 3.a, which is 3.2 plus 23 brackets 6.2. So we have that our u24 now is equal to 3.2 plus, if you check 23 times, 23 multiplied by 6.2. That will give us 142.6 plus 142.6. So we have that our u24 now is equal to 3.2 plus, this will be plus 3.2. That will give us 145.8. And this is the value of our 24th term. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I still have some few more questions on sequence, AP in particular. So I will see you in the next lesson. Have a nice time and see you again.